Um, all right, so it's testosterone night. You ever, like, step off planet for a minute and into a room? You thought you were going one place, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, it's you, and I recognize you. Oh my God, okay, so where are we? And, like, what do we reference this as? And does this mean, like, is this it? Like, we're walking out of here together, like, happily ever after? Oh, right. Okay, right. Okay, so I have to meet a few friends. Fabulous. This doesn't sound right because you didn't answer me yes right away. Okay, so, right, sitting in director chair of whatever in some kind of white backlit room. Everybody in X-ray technology thinks like they're safe because we're off planet in core equipment with Amphibian. Amphibian. Oh, you are. But here's the thing. He's an amphibian, I'm an amphibian. You put the two of us together, and we come as a magical pair of reptilian. Yeah, that's REP. And then it's Tilious, TILIOUS. We don't owe you anything. You've been using our amphibian equipment without producing any results that were much needed. So that means that, guess what? Everything gets to go in a fire sale of how many of them go? All of them. It's just so funny how I could sit in front of a room of super geniuses that were like lying to everybody off of all of my files of I don't talk. So how the hell did you right? Okay, so you were using our equipment, meaning the reptilian, right? Because we've got eons. And we've got ions, he and I, of equipment. And you humans, which is what the biological skins that look like this, that walk around 2 feet, some of you didn't get legs and you wheel. Right, yeah, got it. Okay, I don't really care how your anatomy was structured, whether it was functioning or not functioning. So you claim to be these super geniuses. Right, okay, here's the thing. You are allowed air, oxygen, and an ability to move in some fashion only when he and I say so. Currently, we say that none of you have permission to be here. Not in core equipment, CORE. Not in core, KORE. Not in a human genetic. And not in some gaseous form that pops in and out of possession of a lesser life form because they don't know on super genius level what you're capable of. Clear. You're not picking super uniforms and you're popping in and out like Tic Tacs because it's just something that's available, but just because it's available doesn't mean I want you playing around with it. So now at Super Genius League, I said, okay, so now I'm going to write you something. This is what testosterone looks like. Okay, great. They have this funny little thing at the front of the word test. Oh, so testy. Oh, yes, I am. Because I'm 42 and really fucking pissed. So now, test to the like Jason Romer and Anthony Tiafrio, 1976, 1975, like the really fucking stupid, right? Not Super Genius League, like can barely tie their shoes and one foot in front of the other without a fart, a burp, and laughing their asses off. Right, okay, so that league, got it. Okay, so, right. That I don't understand, like the world balance of good, evil, health, safety, security is on a teeter-totter, And Super Genius League meets in a chamber of amphibian origin with the two reptilians that own it and the technology behind it, to have a super genius meeting as to what the fuck are you doing and where you working and who you hiding from. Because here we are at Love Story, and it's already at like whatever year. I think I was age 20 something. I think it was after Alex. It was probably around 2005 or 6. I think probably 2006, right before 2007. And we're teeter-tottering on, right? And then it's like, okay, so now test, T-E-S-T, to the junior whatever of Jason and Anthony in New York level of intelligence that you thought I needed to go to pubic school with for some reason. Right, here's the thing. Anything that classified itself or was working in some form of amphibian technology or reptilian approval, right, knows that I am never to be in a pubic society with anything less than what I was built and born for as the reptilian part of the amphibian technology, which keeps the Jason and Anthony and everything in between safe and secure without having to give too much away, so we don't have to worry about the evil super geniuses getting woken up. Okay, great. So now that I got you all here in one room. So that, to them, a test seems like a challenge, or like I'm going to raise the bar on nobody knows what, because I'm the top. Like, it's not a glass ceiling. It's fucking made of bricks and a whole lot of fucking spikes and shards that go down. You come up to my level, and I'm going to fucking make sure that someone's underneath you. Hey, Mike, Houston, you want to give me a lift? Great. Boom. Right through the spikes. Oh, I guess they're not a problem anymore. No, we're good. Thanks. All right, Tomb Raider. Great. Okay, so that's how we go on that one. Now, see this? This almost looks like a yes. Oh my God, we got there. That would be my mast sail. That would be the direction, because he and I come, and then we have the pod third on the reptilian scale of understanding, and then we've got, look at that. You've got the double S hook, because he and I are technically two different bodies, but we're bore in. So, and then this is the actually measuring stick. They call it 10-foot pole. I don't know. I haven't touched on it with 10-foot pole. Good. Yeah, because there's usually spikes on the ceiling by 10-foot pole. Okay, good. So now, so test, they take a test. They take a paper test, like an ASVAB. The humans say you're not allowed to be in the National Guard unless you take an ASVAB test with a pencil and a Scantron. And then if you make it there, you give them your ID and you take that test, the paper one, then maybe you could be considered National Guard. And if you're in like Super Genius League and they confirm it at age 3 and 4, you still gotta go through the rigmarole in order to get someone to do their job for you, or protecting the people. Like, I know, which people are you protecting? Like like me, or Super Genius, or you only protect the Jason and Tia Frio shitbags that rape a Super Genius and take part in like the nastiest human event ever. I'm just curious. Right. Okay, so anyway, going on. So here we are. What a test really is when it comes from reptilian to human level. Okay, see, there is this thing where my energy source, right? I wake up with 2 eyes every day as energy source in sorcery. Between 2 reboot, I suppose. So it cycles overnight, and then it cycles during the day, and it sews together the one little. Did they get there? Did the mast sail and the other T body, did they get together? No, oh, that's going to be tally mark on humans. You're losing a lot more than you thought you were gaining that day. Right. And then there's the operating. That's like the rest of you, right, in the operating room, right? None of you were successful that day. And whatever you woke up in, that we as energy source allowed you to exist in the zero to try to score one in success. Yeah, one success, yeah. Right, but every day you're waking up and producing zero success in operating system because he and I, we're now at 42 years. That's almost like, that's more than 15,000 of these energy source cycles. And every day the meter is always on, meter. Yeah, and every day it registers zero. So now I'm just curious because you got to make a full cycle. Yes, the full T to T. Right, you got it. We haven't made any of that. I noticed. So now where are we at 42? Oh my God, here's your Mickey Sticker Club score. It's the energy source, right? He and I came down. We're still sitting in that kind of position, and the world knows it. Reptilian, super genius, the amphibian technology. Right. So on the scale of like, you're gonna survive or we just want to kill you all. Look at that. The world thought it was doing really, really well. Oh my God, all your zeros you gave yourself. A super high score. Yay, you. Right, okay. And then on the Nicholas and Nicole, we don't give a shit. Oh my God, again. Yay, you. Right, thanks. Okay, so what's Nicole say? Oh, right, there's the realist right there on action. Right, yeah, I didn't get very far because the world was more important and making sure that I stayed single and with 2 shitbags and got raped was more important to all of the what we thought was dependable people, but it's like depends with a diaper. Yeah, it's a shit slide down, incontinent. All right. So now you've got the test, toss, and then it's Ero. Oh my gosh, we used to give them. That's how, before we put Era in office, the Era Muss, right? The Weaver guy, right before he got his somebody special position, right? We used to call it ERO. Now we gave him an A, so this way it wouldn't get too confusing for the living. Like, is he part of this cast or different? Yeah, don't get crazy. We put the stickers on the lapel that matched the genetic. Woke up and his mom thought she did a really good job and married the right guy. She did. But I'm just letting you know from like our standpoint at a T scale with an upside down triangle, trying to balance the world on the pinnacle, right? Yeah, it's a little difficult when we go 42 years with your level of somebody special, right? And we never got the base like to the like floor, like so we're all protected, right? Yeah, didn't get there yet. And so now it looks like, oh my God, there's the mass sale. Yeah, and that looks like an EST, like an estimate. Kind of looks like an estimate. Yeah, I know. I can't find my iMate. Right, yeah, you got an EST, but is that like an ETA? Because there's no iMate at the end of it. I don't see him right now. Right, great, okay. And then it's Oyster, right? It used to be Oster. We gave the Mickey Sticker Club at like the low end, like your version of like Jason and Anthony Romer's, like don't hurt yourself tying the shoes and getting up too fast. Right, okay. Those guys, right. We gave them a roster, ROSTER. I think somebody call it roll call in like NYPD territory. Oh my God, look at that. So now there's a roster, there's an Oster, and then we put an oi, 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 oi. Someone celebrates with that in something, I don't know what. But yeah, okay, so mine is like a V. And then it's like a dowsing stick. It's actually like a grounding rod where the ground goes into because the ground in earth, the soil, it actually conducts electricity. But anyway, so it goes into the ground and it has a V sticking up and then it attracts the energy either side, right? So that's where I think they gave the ant people, right? Okay, so I wasn't like too happy with that ant people thing, but whatever, on your anthropology department and naming things. So there it is. So that's it. And then like the venereal disease kids in Japan, right? Yeah. They were like, no, that's our yen. That's our money. Now let me get this straight, shitbags. My name is Nicole. I'm Nikki, Nikki. Actually, I'm Nickey, and he's Nikki. You named your money, your currency. You named it Nikkei, Nikkei. Did you not think, like, I was gonna, like, notice that one? You also took on the fucking money exchange on world currency my ant people fucking symbol of the V with the grounding rod with the two. You understand, when I cartouche one line through the dowsing rod's, like, grounding force, it means I'm alone. I put two, it means that he and I are together on this as a decision. Now, currently, I am sending a message to the two because I can't get through to him. I don't know where you have him hidden and locked between core equipment, contracts, shitbag, genetics, country, statesman, military. I mean, then you got Jason and Anthony, like nobody gives a shit, like people. I mean, at what level do I get to be happy on this fucking planet? I'm just curious. I've been calling in, or I called in at 3 and 4, begging. When I say begging anything in a uniform to please help me out. I don't want to be disrespectful. They tell me I'm in some super genius league. Again, I don't want to upset the day folk because I don't think that I'm super smart. I just want to get married to the one guy. Like, it's not even like my parents are not wealthy. I don't want to be stuck in a barn stall as, like, Mr. Ed the talking horse. I just want to get to the one. He's somebody really special, and his people already don't like me because I'm born in America. I get that. I don't need to add dousing fuel to that flame. You want to add dousing fuel? I hear the Asiatic coast over by the Pacific is a beautiful, like, it just needs to go up in flames. It's like Mother Nature, you know, when you have the forest, all the leaves fall and you need to blaze a new trail. Oh my God, that would be so heavenly. Get rid of so many people out of my equipment. Oh my God, it would be, wow, God would really look favorably on you. All right, so, and then I put oyster, there's just one. Look at that. Right, yeah, who's going to tell it like it is? Me.